I'm glad that I forced you to change, that I helped you to change. And that really hurt me. Good morning and good afternoon to all y'all around the world who are seeing this. This is my first real video, not including the other one, which was kind of like an intro video, but I had some stuff that I wanted to talk about today and I wrote it down, but I just had this thought in my head and I feel like this is a better thing. So I'm gonna just go off the dome. I'm starting to really hate this one friend of mine. I don't want to say his name, but just know he's a chicken nugget brand. So basically what's been happening, to give y'all some context. I've changed a lot this past year. You know what I mean? At first I was up here, then I went, now I'm steadily climbing back up. And I'm gonna be honest, I was involved in a lot of stuff I shouldn't have been involved in. I did a lot of wrong stuff. I lost a lot of weight. I just was not in a good mental space. I looked like death. I'm gonna be honest, I really did not look that good. And I'm probably over exaggerating it, but I did not look healthy. Basically, I was talking about that to my friend on the last day of school, my friend. And he was basically like, here, let me just tell you the conversation. So I was like, bro, I changed so much this last year. It's actually crazy. This year, I might have changed more than all the other years combined. He's like, yes, bro, I agree. Right? I'm like, cool. I'm like, bro, do you remember me like 6 months ago, bro? I probably was not that good of a person to hang out with. He's like, no, you were. I just could tell that there was something off with you. And I'm glad that I brought that out on you. I'm glad that I forced you to change, that I helped you to change. And that really hurt me. He was like basically saying, he's the reason that I changed. He's the reason that I changed for the better, at least. And that really like bothered me in a way. And before then, honestly, I was trying to like kind of avoid him in a way. I would try to avoid him at lunch and he would just find me. He's a follower, so he would genuinely like look around the entire school. We don't have that big of a school, by the way, so it's not that weird. When he said that, I just kind of like backed away. I'm like, oh. So he asked me to skip into sixth period, right? Because basically on my final day, we had fourth, fifth, and sixth period, then we were done. But each period was twice as long. So we were at lunch, which is after fifth, and we were going to sixth. And he was like, skip to my sixth period. I was like, no. I'm like, I think I'm just going to go home. So I snuck out. I drove home, and I really just been trying to avoid him since. He's been trying to text me, but I'm telling him, bro, I got work. I got work every day. I'm trying to lock in this summer. You know, all that BS. But genuinely, it really sucks to hear that. You know what I mean? Even though he's not really that, I don't want him to be that close of a friend. He was not there for me in like 6 to 8 months ago when I was doing all that stuff. He just genuinely would be like a judgmental face in a way. He would tell me I was wrong, and then he would be like, but his life is worse. And then he would use that as like a way to say that he helped me and expect me to help him with his problems without directly saying that. Let me paraphrase it for you guys. When I was like having some issues with my family, I used to drive for like an hour or two just in my city streets, you know, and I would low-key, I'm gonna just say I would cry a little bit, you know what I mean? I would listen to some music. One day I ended up FaceTiming him. I didn't want to show him my face, so I just covered the camera. And I was like, yo, bro, you're great. Thank you. You're an amazing friend. He's like, yeah, you're welcome, bro. And I was telling him like, oh, I was having these problems with my family. He's like, bro, you're fine. I have that all the time. I hate my mom, bro. She always makes me clean my room. She tells me my room stinks. She's telling me my room's dirty. I'm like thinking in my head like, no offense, you probably have your issues, but this is really not the same. You know what I mean? My issues were, I don't want to say bigger, but I was coming to you with my issues. Why are you telling me that my issues are invalid just because you went through the same thing? Plus, I'm low-key saying it. My issues were bigger. But just the fact that he would say that made me think that like, okay, well, at least he tried to help me. Then he would bombard me with stuff about his ex, who was his girlfriend at the time, and expect me to help him. Like, bro, I don't want to help you with that. I've never been in a relationship longer than like a week. Okay? Like talking stage even. I've never been in a talking stage longer than like 5 days. Okay? B, I don't really care. I'm gonna be honest. He's okay. How do I explain it? He's very obsessed over her. He still is. And he talks to her about her like to this day. He thinks that she's the love of his life. She's already gotten over it. And it's just weird. You know what I mean? The relationship between them is very weird, especially on his end. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, you know what I mean? No judgment. But he just would send me like 20 pictures of just conversations between him and her. And you could see it in his conversations. He doesn't listen to her. He just talks He just talks his perspective, and that's kind of what he was doing with me. And then he would expect me to help him. And it's really annoying. And just the fact that he used to do that, and then he thinks that he used to be there for me when he really never was. And to have the gall, to have the, what's the word? Hold on, I'm searching up the word. To have the audacity to say that you were the reason for my change, for my improvement, for just me, is disgusting. You know what I mean? And it really, really, really ticks me off. Just because, like, I spent those hours fixing myself. You spent those hours crying over your ex, performatively fixing yourself. And just the fact that you expect me to be grateful for you. So I'm trying to cut him off. You know what I mean? Low key, what do you guys think I should do? Do you think I should just forgive him and be friends? Or do you think I should just cut him off? Do you think I should confront him? I really don't know what to do. I feel like I'm doing the right thing by just trying to cut him off, but I'm sure he's just going to keep following me. I've tried cutting him off before. He doesn't take a hint. So yeah, I mean, that's really what's been going through my mind today. Thank y'all for listening. Make sure to put your opinions in the comments. I'm down for constructive criticism. You know, I'm obviously not 100% right. No one is. But yeah, see y'all later. Have a great day. God bless.